Then coming up on Saturday is Clash at the Castle as we get ready for that one. Oh, my God, this is nuts. And by the way, New Japan had their Dominion card last night, too. So a nuts week. Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. Bayley's against Piper Niven. So she gets a match in front of the home fans. Sami Zayn against Chad Gable. Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles in an I Quit match. They just had Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defending the tag titles and a triple threat against Alba Fire and Isla Dawn and Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. What's standing out to you on that one? What are you feeling there, big guy?
In the Stark Baszler match?
Well, just period on that card.
I mean, that's the match that sticks out to me. I think that there are a number of wrestlers that WWE has unfortunately misfired on in the last year. A couple of wrestlers that they have underused, misused, and sort of done bad to. And Shayna Baszler is one of them. I think that, it's unfortunate. I wish that, they'd used her better. But, to my mind, she is the third most underused wrestler or misused wrestler in World Wrestling Entertainment.
Wow.
And the most of the women's division. The only people who have been misused more, in my opinion, are Shinsuke Nakamura and someone who I'm sure we'll talk about in this show.
That would be Ricochet, I'm imagining.
That would be Ricochet.
Yes.
Ricochet is the most misused, in my opinion, wrestler in the company.
Yeah. So Shayna Baszler, they're not going to win that match.
Right.
I mean,
that's
not happening. I mean, because obviously Bianca and Jade are your super team.
Which is crazy to me. Like, she has the charisma. I know she doesn't have the Vince look, but that doesn't matter as much anymore. She's a machine. She should be doing what Nia's doing, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree. They killed her when she had that match, the Elimination Chamber match a few years ago, and she destroyed everybody and then lost to Becky.
Yeah.
And it just, she busted Becky up, and, it was just this awesome, she was a bulldozer. And then all of a sudden she lost. And it was because Kevin Dunn didn't think she had a look, and it was stupid. And, so you're right. She's been just kind of toiling around, and they won't get the win against these two, but she and Zoe are a pretty good team.
Yeah.
That's a good pairing. So I've got no problem with those two being together, but that would be a fun feud. If you really wanted to put those four together in the ring, that's some serious power in there.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, I think Shayna could just stay in NXT. Like, if they're not going to use her on the main roster, then she should change. She should make a change. As should Shinsuke, as should Ricochet.
Yeah, boy. And that Ricochet guy, it's been very interesting that WWE has been letting people run their contracts down. Mm-hmm. And Ricochet, if you did not hear, everybody, has made the announcement he is not re-signing. His contract's going to be up in a few months, and he said, I'm done.
Yeah.
And obviously, Will Ospreay. And if you have never seen the Ricochet Will Ospreay sequence that they had in Japan a while back, it is one of the most incredible 10 minutes of pro wrestling you're ever going to see in your life. Is it maybe a little coordinated? Yeah, maybe, but it's phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Absolutely phenomenal. And Will was out there just saying, I'd love to have Ricochet back in my circle. And apparently he's going to do it. So imagine we'll be seeing Ricochet coming into AEW at some point here pretty soon. But Ricochet made that announcement. And, of course, some other free agents. Chad Gable has not re-signed with WWE yet. I can't imagine he's not going to do it, though. Would that be stunning if he didn't? Especially, he's probably going to win the Intercontinental title if as long as he puts his name on the dotted line.
Yeah, I think that Chad Gable is one that they've used correctly. I really liked the heel turn I think that it makes sense to follow that blueprint. I thought that that was a very clever and savvy move to do so early in his career at WWE, even though he was a bit of a babyface. I think that, you know, and he plays it so well. And so he's somebody who I'm really looking forward to. We also haven't had a true heel champion in a while. Not in a while, but, you know, super recently, I wouldn't say. I think that he's poised for a big push, and I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, and but it is very interesting that his contract came up right around this time too, and WWE has apparently made him an offer, and AEW apparently wants him, but they're not getting him. There's no way. There's no way. I mean, well, I guess Tony Khan can write a check, but that's one that I can't see. You know, the Becky Lynch thing, I'd say 95% that Becky is going to re-sign. But man, there's that 5% chance. There's still that 5% chance that Tony could write a check that would be big enough. And with Mercedes already there,
right?
You know, just kind of wonder.
I mean, I think she might not come back for a while.
Yeah,
a long time, like 3 years.
Yeah, you could see that.
What I mean?
She did say she wants to take some time off, which makes sense. You know, it definitely makes sense. So, you know, relax, enjoy some time with the family. Seth's getting healthy. Take a breather. There's no hurry. But man, like I said with Stu Myrick last week, there's time for her to breathe, and Tony Khan can write a big check and get her away. And
exactly.
If I'm Tony, that's the one I'm targeting. If I'm going to spend money, that's somebody I'm spending money on. No doubt about it. So, but I think Natty should go too. I think she should go to AEW.
Yeah, I mean, there is a little bit of bloat in the roster of WWE right now. They kind of need a fourth show to be able to put all of this talent in. But you know, we'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah. So very interesting things going on the business side of pro wrestling right now, to say the least. It's been a fascinating week.